Hello, Kelly. Thank you for meeting me today for a before and after, even though I'm hating using these words. It's a before you become intuitive eater, and after 2 years, it's been over 2 years since we worked together.
Can't believe it.
I know.
Cannot believe it.
And what I was thinking today when I was getting ready for this video was 98% of people will regain their weight and their life gets actually worse after 2 years of conducting a therapy that was focused on weight loss.
Mhm.
So is that true for you?
Well, I didn't focus on weight loss.
I know.
So so that I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
Because
So what it is, it's 98% of people actually regain their weight, their health worsen because whatever they learned in the therapy that was focused on weight loss and improving health with restrictions and food rules,
Mhm.
it's not sustainable for them in the long term. So therefore they don't sustain.
Oh, you mean before? Yes. So before when I would do Weight Watchers and all that stuff, yes. Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember when
Yeah.
you came to me nearly 3 years ago, you said, I don't know how it can help me because I hate eating vegetables.
Hmm.
I remember that till now, and I was laughing. I'm like, you're gonna love them one day. And you were like, no, I hate them.
Yeah, I didn't think you could help me. I
Yeah.
really didn't. I really did not think you could help me because, this listen to your body and um, you know, feel better and everything like that. I was like, oh, this is
It
just
sounds
this is a
wooey,
bunch.
doesn't it? It just
Right.
sounds really,
Honestly,
yeah.
I was like, this is a bunch of crap. Like I was like, this is not going to be for me. I like chocolate. I like carbs. I like mashed potatoes. Like this is no, no. And
Yeah.
so vegetables, just very little. But I gave it a chance, and it was good because I think the biggest thing was you had the open mind about it
Mm.
and listened to me, and you weren't like, well, you're going to have to eat the vegetables. You were like, okay, that's fine. How can we put it in a little bit? You don't even have to eat them all at once. We can work with this. And then it was, okay, you can, how about soup? You can put a little bit in soup, or you can, I was like, all right, fine. I'll put a little, I like spinach. I'll put a little bit in my eggs. Oh, yay. I like tomato. Okay, I'll put some in my eggs. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't even taste it, and like those were huge victories that you would share with me. And then I started researching different ways to incorporate it.
Yeah.
And, it was always like, oh, if you put breading on something, on a vegetable, then you might as well not have it. But no, if that's the only way you can have it, eat it that way because you're getting used to the vegetable taste. So it was just huge, huge getting used to the vegetables like that. So I think
But
that
I
was a
mean,
that was a game changer.
yeah, I mean, the whole focus wasn't on getting you eat vegetables. I just
Right.
remember that as the first thing, The the biggest thing was that you were so afraid of eating vegetables because you didn't like them, because everyone forced them to
Yeah.
eat them. Everyone forced you to eat them. That
Yeah.
of course they weren't appealing to you. Of course they felt like a punishment for something you did, because that's how
Right.
they were seen before that.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Don't be.
Yeah.
And then I remember also one thing when you celebrated your, I call it together birthday, your first birthday, and you said, I'm always afraid of having a birthday cake because I
Yes.
cannot stop eating it.
Yeah.
And then you messaged me 2 days after birthday and you said, you know what? I'm getting another sliver of the cake today. And it feels so good because I'm not any longer, I'm not eating it with the rush, with the need of I need to get it out of the way, so have to eat it all.
Mhm.
And I think it took you like a week to eat the whole cake, and
Yeah.
you enjoyed every single bit of it, and that was just so heartwarming for me. Do you remember those birthdays?
Oh, I still have those. And so we're able to actually make cakes and cookies and brownies now, and I don't have to like pick and pick and pick and pick like I always did. And oh, every time I come to the kitchen, pick and pick. And then, you know, everybody's like, oh, I'll just have a little bite and a little taste or a little sliver. And pretty soon you've had half of the pan of brownies. And, by the end of the day, you're like, oh, who ate all the brownies? Oh, I did. But now it's like, oh, I can have that, but I have to enjoy it and I
Yeah.
have to feel it and I have to sit down with it
Yeah.
and enjoy it and have it with a glass of milk. And, um, that's then it just was like, I don't really, I don't really want it anymore, you know? So, oh, there's cake. Great. Maybe I'll have it today. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow, but it's there. So,
Yeah. And would you
yeah,
think that just a simple change in your way how you're thinking about food will actually make you make you this way? It's just so unthinkable.
yeah. You know what? I think the biggest thing for me was that I will be able, no food is off limit.
Yeah.
Remember, no food is off limit. And so I always had that, oh, this is the last time I'm going to eat it. I'm, I have to eat it. In fact, I even got that tonight. Um, Before my husband and I went to a meeting, I just all of a sudden got stress cravings. I was like, oh, I just really, really want a lot of chocolate and I want a lot of this and I want a lot of that. And I asked myself, why? Why do you want this? And I was like, I want the taste of it. Oh, I want the taste. And I thought, why do you want the taste of it? So question, 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 question. And I was like, because it's going to be so good. And I thought, well, it'll be good another time. And then I was like, yeah, I can have it another time. So then I realized I didn't want it so much. I just wanted the taste of it because I thought, ooh, I need it now. And so then I just thought, I got it in my head. I have to have it now. I might not get it again. But then there are other times that I'm like, I I want something right now. And then I go through my questions. Why? 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 And I end up saying, okay, let's go get an ice cream. And we do. You've seen the pictures of my husband and I at Dairy Queen
Oh yeah.
getting an ice cream. We get those a lot.
Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with it because you don't feel that this is the last time you're gonna eat it, even though you don't actually want it, but just because there's the mental need for it.
Right.
Because you used to were a stress eater, you used to were emotional eater, and I remember
Mhm.
that that was your secure blanket. Was
Mhm.
chocolate cake, anything chocolate was your secure blanket, and you were feeling much better because you were familiar with that taste and it gave you instant relief. But
Mhm.
now you don't need it because you've got different tools to get through it.
Mhm.
So how would you
Yeah.
say that your life changed in the past 3 years?
Tremendously. I was able to come off of a ton of medication for my fibromyalgia um, by looking up some anti-inflammatory foods um, to help decrease on medications.
Mm.
And so, because of honoring my body, then I am listening to it and not feeding every single emotion. Um, I didn't feel sluggish.
Mm.
I wasn't feeling I mean, my moods were better. Um, Now that didn't mean that I didn't get moody because I'm also in menopause, but I mean, but they were better. Um, I still had um, flares because I have fibromyalgia, but they weren't as bad and they didn't last as long. But I'll tell you this, there were times where my life got stressful
Mm.
and I would say, okay, I'm stressed. And I would blow it one day and I felt it. Oh, I felt it. And I felt sluggish and bleh, and everything hurt. And that was a reminder. That
Mm.
was a great reminder to me that I did not honor my body and I didn't listen to my body. And so I was like, that's it. I can't do this. Because no one's perfect.
Of
We're
course.
going to have times where we're going to be like, oh, yes, I think I will eat that 20-piece chicken nugget. Because, or, because it's just convenient, not just being lazy, whatever. Um, you know, but then if you recognize how that made you feel and you're in tune with how your body felt, and you genuinely don't like how you felt,
Yeah.
you make the conscious effort to associate that and then make the change.
Exactly. So it's not about making it up. It's not about punishing yourself and restricting more after. It's just about
Right.
making the connection and saying, I don't like this, how I feel right now. And maybe next time I'm so stressed, maybe I'll find a different way to cope with that stress rather than
Right.
going towards the food. And then I can enjoy the food and bring more satisfaction and pleasure to my life by actually enjoying it rather than
Mhm.
covering up the emotions. Kelly,
Right.
I said it at the beginning of our call. You look younger every single day. I see you. It's just incredible. And you've got life in your face. Like you were always happy. You were always really, really lively person. But it's just I'm seeing younger and younger and younger version of you as the time goes. It's incredible.
Oh, well,
It's
thank
that
you.
freedom,
Thank you.
that mental happiness that you've got
Mhm.
in you. Thank you very
Yeah, I did. I never
much.
thought it would show in how what you eat. You are what you eat was always just a saying, but you are.
So if I just go back to one more little thing, you said that you didn't believe, as you said it, I didn't believe that crap, what she's telling me, that I'm gonna eat healthy and I'm gonna do all the things and you don't have to restrict, you don't have to do that, you don't have to follow rules because to be honest, it does sounds like genuine BS. Because everyone else telling you that if you're gonna let yourself eat everything you want, you will just end up eating everything you want anytime you like. So what made you to actually go on this journey, and what was the breaking point for you where you actually started seeing that this is actually how you want to be?
Everything else, I mean, like we've touched on, all the other diets, they don't work. You gain back. It's just a cycle. It's a never-ending cycle. Um, a lot of it too was how you responded when we had a big, big, big part of it though was us having our private coaching sessions.
Yeah.
Um, so that because a lot that was the mental and emotional part of it for me too. I remember telling you that I had a lot of emotional eating and that I had some emotional things I needed to work through. And you said, well, I'm not, a licensed counselor, but I'll do what I can to talk with you through some things to help you. And you were just so open. And we, on our calls, we talked and we did what we could. And you were always just so open. You were always so willing to help. You were always so accommodating. You never judged me. If I said I'm not ready to eat vegetables, you said, that's fine. You don't have to eat vegetables. The fact that there was no pressure. And so you worked at my pace and you waited till I was ready.
Mm.
And then as I grew in my baby steps, I think it was that I started seeing how my body felt.
Mm.
And I liked how I felt. And so you kind of nudged me to help me see that I felt good with the way I was honoring my body. So, and
Wow.
it was good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for taking the journey with me. It's been only 3 months then we worked together, really, 3 or 4 months.
Mhm.
And at such a short time, we accomplished so much just because you were open minded as well. And because you were willing to heal. Yeah.
Mhm. And then did the work
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as
But
you
then,
said, like right now, it didn't stop in those 3 months. I gave you the tools that you are now using every single day and
mhm,
asking yourself, why do I want the chocolate? If I know it's not going to feel good, do I still want it or do I want something else? Or if
mhm,
I really want it, I will go and enjoy it as much as I can.
mhm.
And that's the difference because there's no
I've,
right or wrong. That's only what works.
right. I've had so many people ask me, how did you lose so much weight? And I said, they asked me, what plan are you on? What are you doing? Are you cutting out carbs? I said, you know what? I am listening to my body. It's called intuitive eating. I am honoring my body. If I feel like eating it, I eat it. If I don't, I don't. If I want a salad one day, I eat a salad. If I want potatoes one day, I eat potatoes. I honor my body.
And it changed your life.
It did. It really did. And it's changed my family's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
It would impact everyone around you because when you feel better, they feel better.
Hmm.
And you are the heart of the family after all.
Mommies are.
Yes. Yes. Right. Thank you very much, Kelly, for meeting
Well,
me today and for
thank you.
sharing your story. And I hope that as life goes on, you're gonna continue growing younger.
Sorry about all my dogs.
Oh, don't be. Don't be. We love them all. We love them.
Yes.